Okay, so today I'm super excited for this episode. I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time, and I know you have some great personal experiences about this.
Yeah.
And today's topic is basically moving around countries, what it's like to move from country to country, school to school, different environments. Yeah, do you want to start us off by telling us what it means to move around, what it means for a teenager to move around countries, what are all of the different, effects and stuff like that?
Moving around as a teenager, and because I've moved around since I was young, but as a teenager especially, it's hard, but it gets better for sure. It's really important to always have a positive mindset when moving around, and also the fact that you're leaving people behind, you're introducing yourself with new cultures, new ethnicities and all that. Sometimes it's hard because obviously there's different beliefs, people view things differently, but for me, I don't think I've had too bad experiences. Yeah, from moving, because I used to live in New York. Moving from New York to Saudi was a big change, especially because I moved here when it was around 2018 or something, and during that time
it was starting to open up.
And so you can just imagine, it was it was different.
It was a really different experience.
Yeah, but after all, it's been one of the best years ever, and yeah, really.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's about changing, not only adapting to different cultures, but it's also adapting, making new friends and changing yourself to fit in. Have you gone through that?
I have. In a way, yes, because obviously everyone wants to be liked by people, and especially when you're a new person at school, it's hard, and it's really hard, and especially when you're a teenager, especially also when you're in the middle school stage to high school, it's hard because you just try to fit in, and there are people that will allow you, and there are people that won't
accept you.
Won't accept me, exactly. And to be honest, I've had some bad experiences with that, but to be honest, I've always found the people that, like me for how I am, who accept me, yes. And so I feel the most important part as a teenager that I think everyone should understand is just to be you, because the right people will end up finding you one way or another. And to always stand up for yourself. That's really important when you're switching schools, meeting new people. Because if not, then if it's not you, who else is it going to be?
Exactly. You can't waste your time.
You can't waste your time.
Pretending to be someone else.
No. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into personal experiences. I mean, we already started off like that.
Yes.
But do you want to get more deeper into your personal experience, how it shaped you to the person you are now?
Yes. These past 10 years since I've been out of Spain my whole life, basically. And truly, being in the Middle East has shaped me to who I am today. Being in the Middle East is a part of me now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wouldn't want it any other way, because growing up in such a safe environment, growing up in such a safe country really did shape me to who I am. And seeing the different cultural beliefs and all of that has taught me to be who I am, has taught me to be more respectful, to be aware, and be more mature. Because I feel there's lots of people that aren't as mature, and when it comes to religion, or when it comes to beliefs, or all of that cultural stuff, some
people aren't as accepting.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've grown to be, at least I think I've grown to be really accepting, and because
open-minded,
because there's I've been in situations where people haven't really accepted me in a way, and so I've always wanted to be as open as I can for everyone, always trying to include everyone and everything. And I feel moving from, like I said before, from the US and everything to Saudi Arabia and then to the UAE, truly is one of the best years ever, because it's different, but it's really worth it, because you get to see the change in the country itself, you get to see the change in the people, you get to see how as it develops, and it also developed me.
Yeah.
And I'll always take that like part of me everywhere I go. You know what I mean?
It's a blessing.
It's truly a blessing. And like even if there is bad times, there will always be like good times that will overpower it, because at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to move around the world. You have the opportunity to meet new people, to see the world, and there's many people that don't.
To learn new things.
And there's many people that wish they were in your situation.
Yeah.
So truly, it's been a blessing in my opinion.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So from what I understood, you never lived in Spain, or have you?
I lived there 5 years. Then when I was 5, I moved to New York, and then New York here, and then
why New York?
Back. New York because it was a really big change, but it was because of my dad's work. Every place that we've moved has been because of my dad's work, and my dad has had lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
And those opportunities have become blessings for like not only me but as a family. For all of us. And truly, I feel like without those experiences that we've had, the opportunities that we've had,
you wouldn't be the same person or your same family.
Because especially like growing up here, it's because some people would believe that it's really like close. Like when I tell them, oh yeah, I lived in Saudi, I lived in the UAE, they're like, oh really? Like how? Like how is it? And they expect the worst. But I always explain to them, I'm like, no, it's truly, but I would not want to be any other place than in the Middle East.
Once you get used to it, it feels like home.
It is home. Because I've never exactly had a specific place to call home. But home has always been wherever my family is, wherever I have people who
love you,
who love me. And that's been just all over the place. And I carry, like, every memory I have, I will carry it with me forever. And truly, it's a part of me.
Yeah. So you went from Spain to New York to Saudi?
To Saudi, and then...
To UAE.
To UAE.
And then back to Saudi.
Yes.
Okay, so why did you change from Saudi to UAE to back to Saudi? Also your dad's work?
My dad's work.
Yeah. So when you came back to Saudi, was it like, yes, I'm coming back, or like, no, I'm coming back?
If I'm being honest, it was a no. I'm coming back. Yes, because like when I left, I was young. I was going to 7th grade. Yeah. So it wasn't the same. You know, I didn't have as many memories as like a normal teenage, like not normal teenage, like now in the UAE, what I had the past 3 years, I created a lot of more memories than in Saudi because I remember more and I'm older and all that. Yeah. So to be honest, coming back was
your first teenage year was in UAE.
It was in UAE.
Yeah, so it's like your teenage memories are there.
Exactly. And the UAE truly is a place that I will always love. And lots like it grew me as a person in the UAE because I was new, of course. It was different. I thought it was gonna be similar to Saudi, and it is similar, but at the same time, it's not, right? Because when I left, Saudi still wasn't as open as it is now.
Yeah.
Right, and so going to Abu Dhabi and seeing how different things were in a way, it made me never want to leave. Truly. And the first year was hard. Like the first year, it wasn't easy. Like the first few months actually wasn't easy because I did miss Riyadh. Like I had friends, and like there it was like it was harder, but eventually like I came and I evolved and all that. So
that's great.
Yeah.
When you were a kid and you went to New York, you were 5 years old?
I was 5.
So did you ever experience kind of like you missed Spain when you were a kid and you were like, what is this new place? Or were you like accepting of this new place?
To be honest, I was, from what I remember, I was really accepting because I mean, it's New York, you know. It's New York. It's like in the movies.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I truly like believe I was more accepting. Also because like when you're younger, you understand less.
So you didn't really know what was going on.
Exactly. So just moving to like such a place, especially in winter, like there was snow. It's the first time we saw snow, and like just all the opportunities you have there is really like wow, you know.
Yeah, for a kid, it's probably cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And when did you leave New York?
I left when I was turning 8, I think.
So your childhood was mainly in New York, maybe?
Mostly, like my childhood, I was there until I was 7. And then here in Saudi, I was here until I was 12. So it was kind of a mix of both. Yeah.
So you never really experienced trying to fit into American culture because you were a kid?
No, exactly.
Yeah, so in New York, did you find like a community for you? Like for you and your family? Like a Spanish community maybe in New York? There
were like in my complex and everything at the school, there were lots of Spanish families.
Oh.
And yeah, we had a really good time there.
So New York was a good experience.
It was a good
definitely.
experience, yes.
And then you went to UAE.
From Saudi to UAE.
Oh, from Saudi. So you came to Saudi when you were 8?
Yes.
Until
8.
12.
Yes.
So did you experience pros and cons in that era? It was more pro or more con?
I feel like it's like a mix of both, because like always the drama.
Did you miss New York? Because you were really little.
I truly don't really remember, but like at the same time, like I said before, like you're young, so like having the opportunity to change countries, like wow, like
it's cool.
I'm the only kid that gets to do this, So yeah.
Yeah, when you came to Saudi, was it easy for you to fit in, or it was really difficult? I imagine it would be difficult.
Yeah, because it was different, right? So, and like the first 2 years when I was like 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and like that, it was easier. Obviously,
it was easier. You didn't understand.
Exactly, but as you grow up, it becomes all like the drama, all of that,
the school,
yeah,
friendships,
and that's when it became harder, because obviously everyone goes through like friendships, like breakups, and all of that. And to be honest, in my opinion, growing up in like this, like these places, and being able to be, I feel like I'm pretty mature for like as like we are, like
because of your experiences.
Because of my experiences, yes. And so it's hard sometimes when there's other people that aren't as mature as you are, and they don't
get on the same level.
Exactly, to get on the same level, they always want to be more childish in a way, and that's hard. But at the end of the day, like I will have to understand someone, and I do, and I really try, because you never know. You really never know.
So you experienced friendship drama.
Yes.
From 8 years old to 12 years old in Saudi?
Mostly like the last
10 to 12.
Yes.
Yeah. And was it because of your past of moving around, you couldn't fit in with the other people, or was it just not really relevant to moving around?
No, I don't think it was really relevant. But like now, like with those people, I'm fine. Like you
don't care anymore.
No.
Yeah.
No. And like they're like still my friends. At the end of the day, like
good.
you grow up, and it's like it's not that deep.
So, yeah, you were all kids.
Yes, exactly.
So then you went to UAE.
UAE.
Did you have any trouble?
In the UAE, trouble again. The drama. It was lots of drama, and it was really hard, because like you go to like a new country, and the people that are from there, they think that they're superior in a way. And I'm not saying that like they're not. No, of course. Like I will respect everyone the way I want to be respected. Right? But the thing is, like imagine as a 7th grader, and just like meeting new people from different countries.
And they're not accepting.
Exactly. So it was hard. But I had a friend that she was also new, and she was with me through it all. And yeah. So it got easier. It got way easier.
Was it the same as New York? You had Spanish community?
Here, like in UAE, a bit less. We met less people. In Saudi, there was a lot. Like here in Saudi, there was a lot.
Even when you were a kid? Like
yes.
There were a lot?
I had some really good experiences here with like the Spanish community and everything.
And when you were in like UAE and here, were you in girls' schools?
No, neither. I was in a mix.
Okay, so you were able, it was like home. Because here it's popular to have like girls only schools, and it's harder to adapt.
Yeah. No, I was in a mixed school.
Okay, So that was easier for you.
It was easier, yes.
And so then in UAE, you were also in a mixed school?
In UAE, yes.
And do you think it was easier to make friends than in Saudi? Or was it harder? Maybe because you were older, I feel like things get harder, so it was harder to kind of find your place.
Yes, it was for sure. It was because like when you don't really know what to expect, right? And there are people, obviously they have different point of views, like they view things differently.
Yeah.
And that itself creates a bit of like not tension, but when you disagree.
Difference.
Yes. But overall, I feel like I managed to fit in.
Can you give like examples of what kind of things were different between you and the people at school?
For example, mostly like probably like the cultural values and like the religious beliefs and all of that. But always like there's never been trouble with it, because obviously like you have to be respecting of everything.
Yeah.
At least that's like what I believe. And like always like people grow up the way they grow up, and you can't change people.
Mhm.
Truly, like, all you can do is better yourself. If people want to disagree with you, people want to argue with you, then let it be, because what's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And there's no way of
Just let it
changing
be.
it. Just let it be.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So when you came back to Saudi, you were like, oh no, I'm coming back. Then were you able to quickly adapt, or did it take a long time to like settle in, realize that I'm here now, you know?
To be honest,
Which is really recently.
it's really recently.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was really recent.
it's really recent.
You came back how long ago? Like
few
a
weeks.
month?
Yeah. A month. Yeah.
Almost a month. Yeah.
A month. And yeah, like, it's good. To be honest, it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. I did not want to leave UAE at all, because, like, you know, I built lots of friendships, I built lots of connections, I built lots of memories, and just to leave that behind, it was hard.
It was hard.
Because there's people that, for example, now I don't talk to anymore. Who, when I used to be in UAE, I used to talk to a lot.
all the time.
Yes. But at the same time, what can you do?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, people have their own lives. You don't live in the same place anymore, so
you have to move on.
You have to move on.
Do you still have any of your friends from when you were in Saudi before? You still
Yes.
talk to them?
Yes,
So
I talked to, like,
was that like a motivation to come back? Like, yeah, I'm gonna see my friends again.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 that for sure
they motivated you to come back.
Yeah.
So right now you say you're doing fine?
Yeah, I would say I'm doing fine.
What are like some things that helped you settle in faster, helped you like it again, you know? Some things about the country or about the new school.
Finding that the country was now more open was obviously a lot better.
Yeah.
And like the school in general, it's good. Like, I met you, I met all the other girls, and truly it's been really good.
So it's mostly positive.
It's mostly positive.
So you don't think you've ever had something really traumatic, let's say? Something that really made you like, oh, I wish I lived in Spain my whole life. I hate moving around.
No, actually the opposite.
You were the opposite. You were like, I'm so happy. Yes. I'm lucky I get to move around.
Yes.
That's actually a really good point of view. Many people don't see that. Like me, for example, I've never moved countries ever. I've been here my whole entire life. And I like it. But the thing is, I changed so many times schools. Really? I've been to 6 schools in the same city. I've changed 6 times. And sometimes I do have moments where I'm like, oh my God, I wish I just stayed in one school my whole life. But I definitely agree with you where it's like when you change a lot, you become so much more mature because of the different people you meet. Like right now, I've met so many people in my life from all the different schools I've been to that you start to see the same kind of personalities come up. Yeah. You know, you start to see, oh my God, this person reminds me of that person. You start to make connections. For sure. And you start to see the similar ways of thinking. Exactly. So yeah, I definitely think.
And I feel like that's really important, especially as a teenager, because
it opens your eyes.
It opens your mind, and you really focus on the reality versus like the illusion that you want, you know? Because when you move, for example, you believe that, oh, like this is gonna be so great, and then when you get there, you can be disappointed, and that's fine, because what you imagine truly never like exactly is what the reality is, and it's hard to see that sometimes because, for example, coming back to Saudi, it happened to me. Yes, I thought things were gonna be different. I thought, you know, just so, like some aspects were gonna be different, and they're not as I expected. But it's fine because, you know, obviously, like it is what it is. I'm here, and I should see the positive side of everything. Yeah. And truly, that's what I'm trying to do. And
that's a really great mindset. Actually, I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. Most of the people, they hate change. I would say you like change most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, which is really good. So would you say although you do find it kind of hard to move on when you have friends, right? Friends is something maybe that you struggle to let go of? Yeah. That's like the one thing that motivates you to come back or demotivates you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also really hard because to see how much I care to, like, for example, like when I left UAE, to see how much I cared not to leave, and then when I left and I see how much
really contacted you.
How much they cared was like, oh, okay. But you just move on. People
have different mindsets. Exactly. Maybe to some people, they struggle to believe that when you move to countries, you can still stay in contact. Exactly. Some people, it's like, okay, you're moving to another planet, you know?
I don't want you anymore.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're in a different world.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And like I've come like from, because I've moved schools before, like a bunch. Okay.
You've moved one school each country, or you've changed multiple times?
No, I think in Saudi I just changed twice.
Your old school and this school?
No, I went to another one before.
Okay, so 2 schools before.
Well, I went to the other one for like 2 months, so it doesn't really count.
It's okay.
Maybe.
It counts.
Still.
Yeah.
But no, I think I've mostly been just in one school.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the friends part of moving is really hard. Because you're leaving friends behind, you're leaving memories behind, you're leaving everything.
But do you ever leave with the hope of staying in contact? You do, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And sometimes those wishes don't come true. But at least like from like what I view it as is I try and I put an effort. I put an effort in, and there are people that don't, but that's fine, because at the end of the day you will find the people that will want to be in touch.
Yeah.
And people change a lot. People change the way they view things really suddenly. Like it can happen really fast. But as long as
some people aren't deep.
Exactly.
I think definitely, as you mentioned, when you change schools a lot, you become a deeper person.
Yeah, and as long as you stay true to yourself and true to what you believe, I feel like that's the most important thing. Because this might be a bit deep, but losing yourself is really important to not happen. Because when you try to fit in, you try to involve yourself with things that maybe you're not used to, it can eventually lead to you changing yourself for other people. And finding that old self, it's hard.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I haven't really had much experiences with that, because I've always just like let it come to me.
So you've never like changed yourself to fit the country's stereotype? Like have you ever changed yourself to kind of fit in with the Saudi people?
No, I feel like the only change myself is to respect the religion, respect the culture.
Which is really good.
Yeah, but change myself for other people, no.
That's
because
good.
My parents and my family has always told me to not. And I was always told me to be true to yourself, and that's the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, so many friends will change. People will leave. People will stay by your side. You never know. So as long as you have, you revolve yourself around with people that will love you, especially with family. That's the most important part.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So your family made you have this kind of mindset?
For sure.
So it's just stay true to yourself, everything like that.
Yes.
So you never really struggled with fitting in. Do you think right now, if you went somewhere completely new, what would be your first instinct? People who, let's say, aren't as accepting, people who are very different, would you ever try to change yourself?
It would really depend. Yeah. Because, it depends on the people that are there. Depends. Like you said, if it's all new, like never been there before, don't know what it is, maybe. Yeah. At least a slightly. But I feel like everyone would.
Yeah, that's really true. Honestly, it's a completely normal thing to want to change yourself. Yeah. But the important thing is to not change your morals. Yeah, that's really, really important. And speaking from my experience, I've lost friends because of the different views of things.
Yes, for sure.
And the thing is, what you mentioned, like, when you lose contact between people, that is really true, even to the extent where I'm still in the same city and we don't talk anymore. Like, that's how bad people can just forget you.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's sad, but other times it's like, wow, I guess I never really saw that when I was with you.
It could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I never really saw that you were that kind of person when I was with you. Yeah. And when I left, now I know maybe you're not the best friend. I'm
glad that I'm not there, because you see how people, like, for example, when people leave you, you see how they change. Yeah. You see the person they become, and you're like, oh, wow. Well, to be honest, I'm glad that you're not in my life anymore. And obviously, like, they're not in your life for a reason. Whether you see it earlier or before, you will see it. Like, there will be a time where you see why they're not in your life anymore. And I've had experiences with that, for sure. Lots of. Even recently. Like, it opens your mind a lot. Because you can't change people. And people won't change for you most of the time. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So in your experience personally, there were more pros.
There were more cons. Yes.
Which is great. And within the country, you said you changed sometimes schools, or you stayed in one?
No, I mostly stayed in one, yes.
Yeah, so that was a pro, or was that a con?
Pro.
to like stay used to the same school, everything.
Yes.
So you would have preferred that way than to explore more schools.
Yeah. Because like obviously it depends on the people. Like I said before, it depends on the people, depends on lots of things. On the school itself. And the most important thing for me is education. Because with education you won't get anywhere.
Yeah.
And so, having the correct education matters.
Did changing schools, frequently changing countries, ever affect your grades?
No.
No?
Because I've always been really focused.
Have you always been IB?
No.
No?
This is my first
this your
year.
first year?
Yes.
Before you were American.
IG?
American. And so was the switch difficult?
When it comes to maybe the summative assessments, yes. For example, the last one we had, it's different. Yeah. Because I've never had that before. But to be honest, no, I like the IB system.
You like it, yeah. Yes. So you positive about change?
Yeah, pretty much.
And do you ever want to go back to American system, or you're good with IB?
I was gonna either way. The last 2 years, the DP years, I was gonna go in the American because in my old school there was American, and the last
UAE?
2. Yes. Oh. And then the last 2 were a DP. So I was going to do DP either way. Because my sisters have both done it. They both loved it. They both really benefited from it.
Yeah, IB is really beneficial.
Yeah. So I was going to do it either
way.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't ever find it difficult, or?
No. Pretty much no.
It's the same for you?
Yeah.
So it never really affected your grades, the switching of schools and stuff like that?
Right, but switching schools, one thing was switching can also affect your mind a lot, your mental health. Especially depends on the people. Yeah, the people you revolve yourself around is really important, because there are people that, like you said before, trying to fit in, not only in school but out of school, with the group of people. You see the way they act. Maybe you don't act that way, but you change yourself to fit into that way that they act. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? For me, because I've lived in Saudi my whole life, I've never lived in Jordan, even though I'm Jordanian. When I go to Jordan, I try to fit in with Jordanian people, even though I'm Jordanian. So it's in Jordan, there's not less safety, but it's over here, it's everyone has drivers, everyone has nannies, everyone, has their driver, drops them off everywhere. In Jordan, it's you just call an Uber, you know? And so trying to fit in the Jordanian teenage girl, vibe, it was just so difficult to me. And sometimes I hate it. I'm I want to go back to Saudi. It's home. Yeah. Even though Jordan is my home, Saudi is my actual home.
Yeah, that's where
because in Jordan I feel left out. I don't feel I fit in Jordan. Even though it's my people, I don't fit in. They talk differently, they act differently. It's just very, very different. And so I always find myself missing home. Which is strange.
Because home, to be honest, it's just a name.
Yeah.
It's just a word.
But the actual thing is a feeling.
The meaning of home, it really depends on you. It depends on where you feel yourself most, where you feel loved most. And with changing, that can be hard to settle on one home.
Yeah.
But I've learned to realize that home is always, like I said before, always where there's people that you love and people that love you.
Yeah,
and to me, that's my family, for sure.
Yeah, for me, home has always been here. So I've been here since I was a newborn baby, so I never really experienced living anywhere else. Yeah. And things here, it's when you're in Saudi, you're in a bubble. For me, I've lived here my whole life. I'm in a bubble, and when I go out, it's I see things from a different point of view. Yeah. And that has pros and cons, because staying in the same country, it's you're not used to other places. But thankfully, I travel a lot, for vacation, so I get to see other places. But as for living, I know I would literally crash out if I had to live in Jordan. I'd be where am I? What am I doing? What's happening? It's just very different. So I think that's why sometimes I do sit and think where it's I wish sometimes I could have lived somewhere else to kind of get a different feeling of things. But despite that, urge to live somewhere else, I always find myself missing back. Saudi. Yeah. It's just home to me.
It's home.
It's home, yeah. So you don't ever miss Spain because you're a baby?
No, but I miss my family, of course. There's family in there.
You travel there often, for vacation?
It's always in summer, I always go. And I see my family, but I've learned to, obviously as you grow older, it's not that it gets easier, for sure. Because obviously leaving the first few years was really hard. Going back, leaving again, it was hard. But now it's like, you know, it's fine.
It's just the way it is.
It's the way it is.
Do you have friends in Spain?
No.
See, that's the thing with me. I don't have friends in Jordan either. I have a few.
Me too.
But it's like because I've never lived there. I never really went to school, never joined clubs, never really like made friends.
Exactly.
Only friends I have are like family friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's also hard because what do you do? Like,
exactly. It's like Jordan is a vacation spot.
Exactly.
It's not a living spot. So I don't have any like living things to do in Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. For the past month that you've been in Saudi,
yes,
what are you doing to kind of accept this new change and to adapt to this new school, this new friendship, like friend group, everything like that?
To be honest, I feel like this is what everyone says, but seeing the positive of everything and seeing the good in people, even when it's hard to, but always giving people a chance and trying to put myself out there because, like, I believe I'm a pretty social person.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not that hard for me to exactly fit in, but obviously it's scary because you don't know how people are gonna view you. You don't know how people are gonna think you are.
Is that a worry? Yes. Do you ever worry like how people view you?
Sure. And I know I shouldn't because, like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it is.
It's a worry.
It is. It's a worry. Because I don't want people to think bad of me. I want people to believe that I'm a nice person. And that's why I always try to be. I always try to put myself out there, try to help others, be social. And even though it's hard sometimes, I try.
Yeah.
So
that's what you're doing in this, like...
That's what I'm doing.
Current time.
That's what I'm doing, yes. And just, trying to help out if I can. And pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. I honestly, I think I wish I would have taken this advice for when I was moving.
Yeah.
Because moving schools was really difficult for me. And on the last note about advice, do you have any advice for people who move around a lot? And for people who probably don't have the same mindset as you? Because you're a very positive mindset person.
Thank you.
Some people don't have that kind of mindset. So do you have any advice for those kind of people?
Yes. I truly believe that, like I've said, have a positive mindset.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing. And when you're moving around, you will leave people behind. And there's some people that won't necessarily care. And that's fine. Because you learn how to go. You will grow. You will move and you'll grow. And the most important thing is to, like I said, not lose yourself and not lose your beliefs. Because, obviously people, you can change your mindset and all of that. But what's the most important thing is to always, see the good. And view the positive things.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a school and like people and friend groups.
Yeah.
And not that you can't wish, of course, like you can dream, but not obsess yourself with I wish I went, I wish I was there, I wish I was here, I wish like you're here. Like you won't be able to change that.
Just stay in the present.
So you have to stay in the present and understand that you're here for a reason. And like you have to enjoy the opportunity because there's many people that don't have these opportunities.
You're a lucky person to be able to move around and change. So, you're gonna change anyway, so might as well just like it.
Exactly.
It's worse to just think about the negatives because it's gonna happen anyway. You better like it. You're here. You're gonna change school. Fine, you have to be happy about it. It's your new school. Better be positive about it.
And I'm not saying it can't be hard because it's hard. Like. It's hard for everyone.
It's a hard process.
It's a hard process.
But at the end, your end goal should be to be positive.
Exactly.
It's not to just keep complaining,
keep
wishing, keep missing. Your end goal should just to accept.
Exactly. And in my opinion, something I always tell like my friends is always that it's everything's gonna be okay in the end. So if it's not okay,
it will be okay.
It's not the end.
Exactly.
So it'll be okay.
Exactly.
So
that's great advice. I love that.
Thank you.
Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, then it's not the end.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you. Okay, perfect. I think we talked about everything.
Yes,
I think we had a great episode. And
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you.